student at Salem State University. I work at First Hand Supply, and I have a twin brother named Nick who also receives services. To me, success means achieving goals you set out for yourselves, be it trying to get into college, finding a new job, or anything like that. That is what it means to me. Areas of my life where I found success is finding a great job, working at First Hand Supply, which work opportunities actually helped me find. It's full of nice people. I like my boss, and I started working with my brother, which is great. Another area where I found success is at college. I'm going to Salem State University. I made Dean's List last semester, which was great. Happy to do that. So a great thing about work is it's like a friendly community where everyone's allowed to say their ideas to improve the process and everything. I made a suggestion about how to unload jars from the boxes by putting them on an easel, which has been helpful. At work, I also made suggestions on how to package the products differently in order to do it more efficiently in a more time-saving manner. So we have group lunches on Wednesdays, which is great. We always order out to places. Last Wednesday, I had lasagna and meatballs, which is good. College has been full of so many new experiences, including me moving to campus, which is first time, me alone. Wasn't sure if I could do it. Did it. Feel happy about it. Other achievements that I've done. At Salem, I'm a chem major. A lot of chemical things. I've been taking a couple of classes. Last semester, I took Gen Chem 1. This semester, I'm taking Gen Chem 2 and biochemistry. For every one of the science courses, you also need to take a lab class. So doing both of those, meeting a bunch of people, which is nice. Made friends with my lab partner from last semester, still texting them. Did a bunch of different experiments. Last week, I dissolved spinach to find out the different compounds of it. Weird, sciencey stuff. Anywho, other experiments we did was we made models of compounds. We made models of compounds with a bunch of little plastic thingies. Something that I'm looking forward to in the future is getting an electric scooter. It's going to let me get around a lot easier, which is great without relying on other people to go to work, to buy things, to get into the community, do activities. So I'm really looking forward to that. A current goal I'm working on is getting my chemistry degree from all the being a chem major, kind of the objective.
I was able to move out, which gave me the opportunity to do my own chores, like doing laundry, paying my own bills, making my own beds, keeping track of groceries, what you're going to eat for the week, and that such. There's a lot of things to living on your own. Having your own apartment comes with different things too, whether you can live on your own, having a roommate. Apartments come in various different sizes. I have a 2-bedroom apartment, which means I have a roommate. Roommates have ups and downs, such as he gets to pay half the rent and bills, and we both have the similar interests. The downsides can be vast, but you always find a balance. Roommates are probably not the best of friends that you're going to meet, but it's worth it in the end. Cooking meals for yourself, you can choose anything, basically. Whether you want juice in your cereal, just vegetables and that such, junk food. It can vary. You get to decide. So I got this apartment through a company called Nexus, and they help people with autism live on their own, cook their own meals, and as such. I have a person come in twice a week to help me cook, clean, get out, and do stuff. There are many different staff pupils as well. We have events with people living in different apartments too. Like we went to a museum in Boston in February. That was really great. You get to meet different people and see different sides of them. So it's really interesting to experience. So, best helping to support individuals with autism is getting to the level of helping them get to the level of independence where they can do their own laundry. Money management is a big thing, and different tasks that you have to realize. The way to best help support individuals with autism going into their own apartment is to getting the level of independence up there. So like doing your own laundry, help cooking, money management, things like that, introducing them to the neighbors, socializing. You can't be stuck in your apartment all day and cooped up playing video games. I know it's a very hard process of getting an apartment. They're really expensive. But the first step is to help get programs out there like EBT, Section 8, and that such. You also need a job, and liking that job is very important. Being stable and budgeting. The fact is, you're not going to move out overnight. It's a process. But anybody can do it. In my experience, roommates can't be your best friends because you don't know how they live. And it's a fact that they may live a total slobby life, and that's not a good pair for you, maybe. But looking for roommates that clean up, do the dishes, and mop. It's a fact that your roommate is not going to be your best friend because they may live a different life, like being a slob and not picking up after themselves. You have to test boundaries with other people who can also clean up after themselves, wash dishes, mop, vacuum, and do other chores that you might not be able to do. But that's the best type of roommate that you can have.
Hello, I'm Connor Burns. I'm from CIP. I'm from the CIP program specifically in Lee, Massachusetts, up in the Berkshires. I've been there for about 3 years now. I've made friends, memories. Anywho, last August I had an art show up in the Liberty Hotel at Charles Street up in Boston. I also have a YouTube channel where I have around 904 subscribers. Yeah, that's not much. That's not much for gloating, I guess. I did sell some of my photos there and up in the Liberty Hotel during the art shows. That was fun. I also gone on one of the CIP trips, specifically the one that went up to Paris in Spain. I forgot what year that was. 2022 to 2023. It was that one. I got to see this castle that was in Providence. That was pretty fun. I liked looking at the castle. The castle was fun to look at. I saw the Eiffel Tower up in Paris. It is a lot smaller than I thought it'd be. Like, you see it in movies and shows, it's actually a lot smaller. I also saw some other stuff. An artist, I forgot his name, but he had this thing with bread and made the melting clock painting. I forget his name. I also got to see some old Roman architecture and some bullfighting coliseums, although they were abandoned, and one was turned into a mall, actually. There's like an AMC theater on the top. It was fun. I have to say that was about the first time I went on a trip that didn't really involve any of my family. It was a CIP trip, so all I was there with was friends and people I didn't even know existed because it was all the CIP programs were there. Nowadays, I'm trying to get my theater certificate in Berkshire Community College. I hope I get to make movies and shows, and I hope people actually enjoy the stuff I get to make. I don't know why. I just think making a story and characters is really cool. I'm glad that the CIP staff and my family have been able to support me in my endeavors such as this, despite how much they think I'm going way over my head. That's they don't say it, but I could tell. I also have a job in groundskeeping. I enjoy doing it. I wake up at like 2 in the morning, work from 4 to like 12 o'clock in the afternoon, and then I get to sleep around 7. From what I've been told, it's been insane times, and from what those people have told me, they wake up at like 12 o'clock. So what do they know? They don't get to tell me what to do. They wake up at lunchtime. Anyway, that's pretty much all I have to say. Thanks for taking time out of your day watching this video of me talking about stuff that I've done that you probably might do or not. I don't know. I'm not you. Anyway, goodbye. Hasta la vida. Gesundheit. You have a great rest of your day.
Hi, my name is Cameron. I am a member of the Triangle Prison Program. Success means a lot to me. It means you achieved your goals of whatever you want to do in your life. It also means wanting to, push barriers and achieve highest of highs, even if it is as small as just waking up in bed in the morning. I feel like I experienced success when it came to math in school. I remember scoring a 94% in the math MCAS when I was in high school. I really do love numbers. It is one of my strong suits when it comes to solving problems. And there's another success that I've experienced, which I guess would be being able to make friends very, very easily. I'm able to make friends pretty quickly. I'm not really entirely sure how or why. I just have known incidents or situations where people tell me that I can gravitate towards others, and a lot of people see me as a positive role model, and I always keep that in mind and always treasure and cherish those moments that they keep telling me those things too. The biggest kind of support that I've received is mostly moral support and friendship and advice from others, and it really has helped me build my confidence and self-esteem when it came to me feeling down or low at times. I feel like the best way to support autistic individuals is just to reassure them, including me and myself, that we're not alone, that just to make them feel like there are other people in the world just like us that we can relate to and that we can bond with. It's actually funny because I met my girlfriend through this program, and she's been a positive influence in my life too. It just shows you that it doesn't matter if you have autism or not. You can always do whatever you want, and you always can achieve whatever you want to do. One positive influence I have in my life is Star Wars, and I've always kept quotes from Grand Jedi Master Yoda to heart whenever he says stuff like, "Alone, never have you been," or "Teacher, the greatest failure is," and also stuff like, "Do or do not, there is no try." He's always been a great way for me to get over tough situations and tough moments in my life whenever I keep remembering those things to remind myself that I am not alone and that failing at things is just a next step into what you achieve forwards, if that makes any sense. And also believing that to never give up, just like my wrestling idol John Cena always used to say, even still does. I always had that message engraved in me to never give up, and it's always helped me ever since.
Hi, my name is Jack Wachowski. I'm 23 years old. I have autism, and right now I'm currently working at the Malden YMCA as an after-school counselor. Success, it means never giving up, finding something you enjoy, feeling confident about yourself. When I got let go by Kings, I felt like I was mistreated. I felt like the people over at Kings gave up on me for no reason. And then when I came to Prism, I had a lot of trust in a lot of the people I've been working with, such as Dave, and he's really helped me get back on my feet and really kind of helped me find a job that I'd be comfortable with, but also a job that can also pay well. The support I have, people at Prism, my parents, my life coach, sometimes even my therapist, just keep me positive by telling me everything's gonna be okay and never give up. Don't worry about anything. Just keep trying and everything will come to you the way you want it to. The best support you can really give them is that you can't let your autism get in the way of what you want to do in life. Just because you have autism doesn't make you different. I mean, you're a person just like everybody else. So what I do for a job right now is I work with kids, kindergarten through first grade. It helps me know how to take care of them, teach me what it's like to be a dad someday. A lot of responsibility. I never really thought of it, but Lauren over at Prism suggested helping kids out, maybe like me or maybe not like me. It's something I feel like I could be really, really good at, like I can really accomplish from it, and maybe to not be afraid to do what you want to do. Just follow your dreams, no matter if anybody tells you you can't or anything, then that's up to you to decide whether you want to pursue that or not. No one can force you to do anything you don't want to do. You need to feel comfortable for what you want to do in the right ways. So what I do with the kids at the Y, teach them what's right and what's wrong, just kind of hang out with them, get to know them personally, get to understand, maybe what they're going through, maybe, how school's going or such and such, because, I noticed there's a lot of staff members who don't really do that as much, but I want to be different from that. I want to be able to get to know the kids and, build a relationship, but also kind of teach them right and wrong in life. Having autism at a very young age, I didn't really know how to verbalize until I was like 4 years old. I had a lot of help during all those years, and I think that help really kind of driven me to success. It really helped me kind of verbalize with other people. I still sometimes have trouble really trying to deal with social situations, but every day I feel like I get better at that.
Hi everyone, I'm Byron. I'm a member of Triangle and I'm 32 years old. Well, success means to me having a decent job, having a good social life for one as well, being happy we are internally. That's how I feel about that. Getting back to my job, I worked for the T for about 10 years. I worked in the Department of System-Wide Accessibility. I was various things in that department during my tenure there. I was also administrative assistant there for a couple of years there. And currently now I work at CTPS, which stands for Central Transportation Planning Staff. I'm a data collector there, so I just go out and collect data from like how many people are riding trains and take passenger surveys and everything. So that's one of my personal successes, maintaining a job for a decade and everything. And then, I took a break between a year. I was able to look for something else and I got another job. Well, I have a lot of support from the various agencies and some family members as well. My mom is my rep payee. She helps me with that aspect of my finances when it comes to Social Security. And I have a DDS worker that helps me connect with things such as Triangle. And I was working with the Mass Rehab Commission and everything to help me find my new job. That's a good question. I can only answer that one and for myself and everything, so I can't like give like a broad statement because everyone on the spectrum is different and everyone has different abilities, different needs, different concerns, so I'll just answer the question as it pertains to me. I think for it pertains to me and everything, it's like just give me a chance, because a lot of people just hear autism, they just hear like stuff like Rain Man or think about something that they saw on like Autism Speaks or whatever, or there's just this, they just want to assume based on what they heard and everything about, as opposed to like taking advantage of what they see in front of them. Not everyone is a textbook definition. That's how, at least for me, if you ever come across me, just ask me, just talk to me how you talk to someone else. If I'm not sure and everything, I'll be sure to ask and everything, or come to me as a kind and respectful tone. If you're friendly and send good vibes, that I'm very comfortable around you right off the bat. But if you just come off and look at me like, what is this guy or whatever, or just maybe, or use too much sarcasm in the first hand and everything, that could be like a little challenge for me. That's the best I can answer it. I think if you want success, you just have to make sure you have the right people in your corner, and they don't have to be your family exactly and everything. They could be like service providers, your friends, people who see a lot of value in you, that you may have a hard time seeing it within yourself. I can attest to this because I do have trouble seeing my own worth and everything a lot of the time. A lot of people reassure me that like they see a lot of good in me. I just feel like that that's the best way I can give you merit if you want to be successful. If you have all those aspects in your corner, I think you're on a good trajectory.